If you've been feeling lost lately, like you don't know what to do, what you're doing, or where your life is going, then this video is for you. Because you might not actually be lost. You might just be disconnected from your true self. Hi, welcome back to Reflect with Jojo. This is Jojo. So today we're going to be talking about the feeling of being lost. Are you truly lost? And how to deal with it. I'll give you guys some tips and advice, maybe some of my own stories. We could all go through this together because everyone has went through this at least once in their life. It's totally normal. Let's go through this reflection together. First thing I want to mention is let's reframe what feeling lost or being lost actually means. The reason why we feel that way is because we're trying to hit a certain standard by the society, by what other people tell us based off from their experiences. In this video, we're going to talk about finding your true self and how you could also align to that so you don't feel like you're lost. A lot of people think feeling lost or being lost is like you're behind life or you're failing in life or you're not achieving things that you should be doing, that you need to. If you were able to remove that, there will be less pressure onto yourself and the answers will actually be more clear to you. What feeling lost is, it's like a signal. It's signaling to you. It's your mind and body telling you that you're no longer aligned to your present environment, to your present situation, phase that you are in life. So remember this, feeling lost equals misalignment, not failure. For example, you probably outgrown something, maybe you were following other people's standards or expectations. If you were to remove that, what do you actually want to do? What do you actually want to become? Of course that it's legal and it's okay to do. It's truly to your passions. Like if you were to go back in time when you were a child, what would that child be really happy doing? What is your inner child? What do you actually want to do? You have to be completely honest with yourself. Whenever I feel lost, I really look from within. Just like how you would clean your house to make it clean and you could actually see what's in your house, that's the same thing from within. Your body, inner world is a temple. You have to clear some things out. I always go back to, why am I doing this? What makes me happy? What am I good at? What do I want to do? If I didn't hear the outside world, if I didn't consider what other people think, of course it was hard, but it's the consistency and telling your brain it's okay. Always feeling gratitude, knowing what you could be grateful for, because of course in this process of feeling lost, you feel a lot of anxiety and you think too much of the future. It's really important to ground yourself and just be present. That's how I would deal with those times. It took years, it took months, it took time. So don't be too hard on yourself or don't put too much pressure on yourself, or else it's going to cloud your judgment and your answers even more. It's really important to self-reflect or have that time for yourself. Sometimes when we sit with our emotions or our thoughts, it could get scary, it could get very uncomfortable because that's not what you're used to if you don't reflect daily. But it's very, very important to listen to your inner voice, to your inner self, because that's the compass that's going to bring you to alignment so you don't have to feel lost based off from other people's standards. Because again, how do you feel lost? Why is that even there? We feel lost because there's so much expectations, what we should do, what we need to do, instead of feeling what feels actually right to you. Because everyone was made differently, everyone has their own stories and everyone has their own blueprint. There's no copy and paste here. These are the signs when you don't feel authentic, and I might call some people out. Gotta go through this. So I have my notes here. When you're not authentic, you feel confused, you feel disconnected, nothing feels fulfilling, you start second guessing yourself a lot, you feel like you're just going through the motions. So when you are authentic, things feel clearer, decisions feel easier, you attract things that align with you, you feel more at peace with yourself, and you trust yourself more. And in order to trust yourself more, you have to have promises that you actually keep. You keep your word and you do it. These are just some bullet points to help you to know where you're at, and it's not bad. Don't judge yourself too hard. If you're not feeling authentic, all you have to do is just realign yourself. Okay, if I don't like where I am, then you have to do something about it, because the more that you think about it, the more you're gonna sink and drown into that emotion, into that energy. And our brains are so powerful. The more that we think, the more it expands. So the moment that you start feeling negative or start judging yourself for feeling lost or feeling left behind or being behind in life, the more you're gonna attract that, and you're actually programming your mind to think that often, which is not good for your mental health. Whenever you feel that way, you just snap yourself out of it. Be like, hey, let's move. Like actually physically move if you need to. Go to a cafe, go work out, go to the gym, go take a dance class, because that also helps me when I'm in those motions. Our brain is wired to protect you. So the moment that we feel unfamiliar with it, we panic, our nervous system panics. So in order to calm ourselves down is to again realign. And by realigning, it does take work, meaning just relax. Really calm your brain. The way that you can also calm it a bit, like your anxiety, is again gratitude, because it does work a certain part of your brain. Someone said that when you practice gratitude, it replaces anxiety. You can't do one or the other at the same time, meaning that you really have to ground yourself and really live in that experience of feeling gratitude. Like, I'm so grateful that I'm here alive. I'm grateful that I have my basic essential needs. I'm grateful that I have this camera, I have this phone. There's always something to be grateful of. It's better than nothing. You don't feel lost because you don't have a path. You feel lost because you're not on your path. You're literally in a transition. That's how you should reframe it instead of basing off from other people's standards or society standards. Remove that. Sometimes I have to tell myself that too. So sometimes when you're in this transition, you're outgrowing what you used to be. You're transitioning into something that you are becoming. That becoming can mean alignment to who you truly are, what you truly want to do. So sometimes in that middle period, it could feel uncomfortable. It could feel very challenging because it's something that your body, your mind is unfamiliar with. But once you push through that and you keep being consistent and repetitive with your actions, it'll be something that you're used to, and you're finally that next chapter of yourself. And that's why it feels uncomfortable, because you're literally between two versions of yourself. The reason I keep mentioning being unfamiliar is it's really all in your brain. Once you understand how the brain works to a certain extent, you'll realize like, oh my god, how powerful it is and how easy it is to know how it affects us. So once you notice that you're sinking, you switch it up. Move to another topic. Do something random so you don't keep thinking about feeling lost or being behind, because life is more than just that. Life is meant to be lived the way that we can live it. Why live it in despair when we can live it with peace and happiness? I know sometimes the word success could mean so many things, but find your own success and that will equal to your peace and happiness. How to find yourself. This is the actionable part. Step number 1, be completely honest and vulnerable with yourself. Instead of trying to figure out everything, start with honesty. So these are some questions that you can write down. What feels heavy in my life right now? What doesn't feel like me anymore? What am I forcing? What have I been ignoring or avoiding? When do I feel the most like myself? Start being intentional and choose alignment, even in small ways. You don't need to change your whole life overnight. It takes time. So take things step by step. Just start choosing things that feel truly right to you in small ways. For example, how you spend your time, when to say yes or no, who you spend time with, what you give your energy to. Well, that's it for my video. Remember that you are not stuck. You are becoming. You're going through transition, and that's a beautiful thing. Think of yourself as a butterfly. Even if it doesn't feel like that right now, when you're going through that transitional period, I know sometimes you feel like you're stuck, but because you're actually thinking about it, you're actually moving forward. Major props to you for even having this self-reflection time to watch my video, because that means you have some self-awareness. And again, even self-awareness is already a huge step forward to the next step of your new chapter of yourself. You're doing amazing in your own way. One day, this version of you feeling confused, feeling frustrated, feeling stuck, is going to make sense one day. We don't know it at this time, but when we look back, that's when we could realize like, that's why we needed to go through that. And you'll realize you were never lost. You're just figuring things out, and that's life, and that's normal. When I say it's normal, no matter what age, everyone has went through this, and everyone is still figuring out their life. No one has their whole life figured out. Take it easy on yourself, take care of yourself, and be light with living life. You're only here momentarily. Well, that's it for my video. Thank you so much for being here. I hope this helped you. Everything will be okay. I'm sending you guys much love and light. If this resonated with you, if you guys want to share anything, please comment down below. I would love to hear your stories. My mini question for you guys is, what did you learn from here, or what did you learn recently about you, about your life, anything? Comment down below. Like, comment, subscribe, click on notification bell for more of my videos, and I'll see you guys next time. I got this, you got this, we got this. I love you guys. Mwah.